Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever on the North Atlantic map, and we are just outside Hamburg / Rotterdam / whatever you want to describe. Thanks for that pop in there, that's really helpful. Yes, we're outside our European goods distribution hub, waiting for a plane to come in. Oh, it's okay, there's two separate runways. There's two. I couldn't have timed this any better if I tried. Look at that. That's just magical. Yes, last time around we spent time trying to get the airborne goods delivery working correctly. Why would I move? I'm in the perfect. There's a little bit of transparency going on now, which is slightly odd. Yes, we did our damnedest to try and get this mighty fine cargo system working. This plane does not look airworthy. There's flipping metal fatigue going on all over the show there. Yeah, and it's worked. There we are. There, let's cut to the chase. So as you can see here, the Berlin food flight has come in with 55 food on board. It would have come in with more, but it can't because that's as much as it can carry. And that's a good thing because it means that we're now getting some food, as you can see, some food. Admittedly, we've got trains leaving, so you know they're going to be taking some of it. But we have now some food being distributed to Europe, which was kind of the idea in the first place. Sadly, in order to kind of get the amount of food going that I'd need to, we'd probably have to be running an armada. Did you call planes an armada? I don't think you do. I think you call them a fleet, a squadron. A mighty squadron of planes would be required in order for this to get anywhere close to meeting demand, but as it stands, you know, at least we're making some deliveries, and that means we're making some progress, and that means we can start dropping things off so that we can deliver them out of out of North America. It's all go, frankly. It's all just happening terrifically. Anyway, today we're going to be upgrading trains. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the plan, all of it. Given that the new update patch is out, what's that button do? Add a station. What's this button do? Load if available. What's going on here? Oh my goodness me. We're going to press all these buttons. Stay tuned and we'll see what they do. So we're going to start our mission today in Berlin itself, and I possibly could have chosen a nicer angle than that, because we get a broad variety of locomotive train consists coming into Berlin. I figured we might as well this might as well be where we kick things off. And also, it will demonstrate quite quickly whether I need to rethink the length of the station. So far, we've been getting away with this 240-metre effort here, and if I were to expand it further, it would cost me quite a pretty penny, and quite a few of these rather expensive-looking buildings. There we go. You're full, I imagine, on the main line. There we go. 225 passengers. How many have we got left waiting here? I don't care about you, dude. Dylan Taylor. Lovely. We can name people now. That's fun. Yeah, the main line's got nobody waiting. Anyway, here's our first customer. Right, what are you? You are the Nordic Snowpiercer. A finer name rarely seen. How many vehicles we got now? We've got... They're 72 years old, apparently. I think it's high time we changed them up. Right, okay. So it's a Nordic Snowpiercer, which means it goes through Scandinavia. I know, I'm smart. I figured that out all for myself. I mean, I named the thing, so, you know, I possibly should have figured that out all for myself. Anyway, I'm just doing a quick skirt ahead to ensure that we are wholly electrified. I suspect we probably are. But, you know, it doesn't do any harm, just a quick visual, just to make sure that is the case. Let's get this flipping box out of the way so we can actually see a train doing its thing. Right, what are you topping out at? 99 kilometers an hour, that's around 60 miles per hour for those of you who speak Imperial. And How many people we got waiting here? 223. Beautiful. Right, let's get to work. Let's push the button and see what we get happening here. So we want something ideally Scandinavian and modern and fast. I mean, is that too much to ask? What do we got here? NSB. That stands for Norwegian Barn. There we go. There'll be a real word in there somewhere. Grey livery with a spectacular photo of Norway on it. From here, from this thumbnail, it looks repellent. The actual train itself might be amazing, but I'm going to go with one that is not. See, it just looks like it's been stuck on the side, so I'm gonna stick with that. Now, this is the point that I'm going to, you know, drive people mad, because I'll probably end up putting the wrong carriages on here, and that will only be because I haven't got the proper ones. Let's go. I mean, I could use these Bombardier bi-levels, which I know are used in various places. What are you capable of? 140. Now, train's capable of 200 kilometers an hour, so I'm going to need something a bit more pacey, which means I'm going to be using these German dudes here. I haven't got a choice in the matter. I mean, maybe I should go out and hunt down a few more wagon choices, carriage choices, but currently, unfortunately, I don't have the selection, so we'll go with these. 10 would be 170, and it would look pretty funky too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go with 8. Wait for it. I have a reason for that. So that's what, 34 off 170, which is 136. Yeah, 136 passengers. That's pretty good. Automatic replacement, yes. Lifespan percentage. Is there a, where's the, I'm led to believe there's a do it now button. What's the do it, what's this do? Do we know? That brings up that. What does this button do? Replacement vehicle. To use replacement vehicle, yes. Activate select a lifespan, blah blah blah. Vehicles can be replaced immediately by pressing replace now. It's there. It's a button that says replace now that I was just looking directly at. Let's replace now. Yes. I reckon that just happened. Let's go and have a look. It hasn't. Excellent. I was hoping it wouldn't. I was hoping it would wait until it reached a station. We're going to paint them. We're going to paint them all grey again, because you know it's for carving through the snow, and therefore, you know, something with a snowy aesthetic is not a bad thing. Where's the my camera skills are all over the show right now. This can only possibly mean that later on I'm going to record the greatest ever tracking shot of a train in motion that you have ever seen. Stay tuned for that. There we go. There's one now. Look at that. No, I'm sorry. That cannot possibly be allowed to stand. That's just awful. Okay, right. This is going to suck, replacing this. Right, let's get the smoothing gun out. Brush strength medium. Yeah, all right. Smooth Reno. There we are. Right, now, dimmy track, put some wires on it. Yeah, that's everything. Evidently, when I placed those, I was having some kind of mental breakdown with regard to you don't put track over road. You put road over track, and then everybody's happy. We need a crossing. Let's go for the speedy one of these. No, I don't. No, look. While I'm happy to remove buildings, should the need arise, I'd rather not. Don't remove the building. Don't remove the. Don't. I don't want to remove the building. You know what? Remove the building. See if I can. There we go. That looks better. Good. Apologies for that. That's my usual level of professionalism. You know, just let me down. signal here. I don't know why I had a signal there, but I'm going to put one back in anyway. Right, unpause. Because this is an unpausey kind of an episode, this one. Since we're just changing trains over, that should be quite straightforward. Right, 136 we can get on there. Squeeze them in. Squeeze them in a bit. I haven't got all day. Come on. You'd have thought these Deutsche Bahn ICE wagons would be a little bit quicker. I don't know what you're waiting for, but that was your train. That was the train you wanted to be on. There aren't any others that go that way. If you want to go the other way, you should be on the other platform. I'll leave them to it. They clearly know some things are going on. Right. Oh, you know what? The replace now button's brilliant because you don't have to keep the thing open to make sure you've stopped the replacement once it's got it done. Now, to finish that off, I want to, and this is where it's going to be a challenge, I want to put another one on that line. So, which one of you lads goes into the Berlin passenger station? Actually, this first track here I know goes out to Scandinavia. I don't actually have one that gets onto the European mainline. That's something I might need to resolve. Must have. I must have put one together. I spent so long faffing around with this bit of track. There we go. See, look, there's one. That one would do it. All right. Okay, so I've got a mainline connection, but we want to come out of Station 1. Buy me a train. Locomotive. Find it. NSB. You know what? I'm going to buy one with the picture on the side because I know you're all itching to see what it looks like. So, you know, because I like you guys, we'll do that. Wagons. One of those, I believe. Yep. Right. 136 capacity, if you would be so kind. And then set that onto the Nordic Snowpiercer. Go. There we are. We'll watch it come out and we'll look at the terrific piece of art that has been lovingly applied to the side of it. You know what else we need here? We need signals on this chunk of track to actually allow some trains to get out of the depot in good time. And I'm going to have all of these signals facing the same way. Simply because coming back again, it doesn't really matter. They've got an engine shed ahead of them. Come on, bang that in there. And one in here. And another one there. If I was any kind of professional, I would stick all of these in a very straight line. But you know, I like to keep my drivers guessing. Okay, where are we? Here it comes. Now you tell me, does this look like it's been properly applied, or does it just look like someone's boshed it onto the side of the train? It does have a little bit of bosh about it on the side of the train. We'll live with it. Now, hopefully that will clear the station at some point in the next decade, but I can't hang around that long. We're going to get on to our next project. Back to Berlin. Now, the flirt we've already set in motion, although I am curious to see how many we've actually got on the line. Vehicles, 3. See, 3. I could go more than that, but let's see how many this picks up before deciding to buy another one. Because I will buy another one if this fills itself up. I mean, we want to hit demand. We don't want surplus. All right. Mental note: buy another flirt. Okay. Ah, hello. What have we got coming on here? This is the South European Express. Not particularly Southern European in consist, and not particularly express-like in speed. 3 of them on there. Now, 3's okay for this particular route. But let's have a look. What do we like the looks of? I'm thinking something relatively quick and relatively European. It's definitely not that one, he said, reading the description. What's this 185? Europaloc. Could be. We might end up going Norwegian with it again. Come on, talk to me. That's another 200 kilometers an hour, but that one's red. You know what they say about red ones. Why have I not got much modern European stuff? Why is that? Right, that 37, what does that pull? 140 kilometers an hour. So this new one will be a little bit quicker. Where are we? Yeah, we'll throw a 185 on there. And we're going to make this one, given it this one's Zurich bound. We're going to do... No, hold on, we've got multiple unit. That would explain. You know what? I'm gonna save the TGV. The TGV I have a special project for. We're going to save it. But I might dual stocks this bad boy. Yeah. Do we want one, or do we want to stick two next to each other? That would be pretty exciting, wouldn't it? 20 million quid a throw. I'm going to make them. What's a good Swiss colour? Yeah, you've got chocolate, or you've got cheese. I think I'm going to go with chocolate. There we are. We're going to make brown dual stocks, and we'll make them double length. There we go. 41 million quid each. Auto vehicle replacement on. Lifespan 100%. Replace it now. Yes. There we are. What? Why not everybody? Don't just do one of them. I mean, it's kind of important you do all of them. Right, let's go and have a look at this one. So it's got 244 capacity. It's got an ultra modern feel to it. And you know what? The brown, I'm feeling it. I think it works. Double decker, high to sophistication. I'm not even entirely sure where we are. This might be Zurich. No, it's not. It's Toulouse. The two so very similar. Had I seen the coast, I might have got that. You know. What's your problem? No path. Oh, there's not. It's not fully electrified. Okay, better fix that. Do you see? I started the episode by saying I always check to make sure you've got the whole thing electrified. Well, it seems to be quite obvious which bit isn't. Hang on, let's do all of that. All right, and then we need some more over here. I was running a diesel on here. Okay, how quaint. And then a bit more. Yep. And then a touch more. So yes, in case you hadn't spotted, I am running the new update for the game, which reputedly improves late game performance. And at the moment, I have to say, I am optimistic that does seem to be the case. It does feel just slightly better performing. Come on, train, get out of the way. I don't even really need this turnaround here, you know. I don't need it. No, let's kill the junction. Horrified screams from the audience, and then we'll stick that in there. We don't need the junction anymore. Junction's over. We're done here. And then, yep, electrify all of that, and that should maybe take us the rest of the way. Does it take us the rest of the way? Certainly appears to. Flipping heck. They said in the patch notes it said that the aircraft would now bank a little bit more severely, or turn a little bit more severely, in order to break out of an airport or break into an airport. And it certainly did. You see that? That's combat manoeuvring. Right. Okay, so there you go. That's another one done. Do you want to follow this for a bit? Sure you do. 130 of 244. Well, hopefully, now we got something, you know, somewhat rapido on there. Maybe we'll get a bit of demand build up. All of this, of course, is mere foreplay before we get to what everybody wants to see, or what people have been telling me to do for ages and ages and ages. And I'm going to do that in a minute. Just, you know, appreciate the moment, will you? I have to say, he doesn't feel like he's doing 200 kilometers an hour. That would be because it's not. 105. What's that? Oh, isn't there a... Yeah, there's the speed overlay. How cool is that? The other thing I'd like to see, developers, because I know you're watching, I know you tune into this religiously. is the option to set a limit lower than the one that's actually there. So instead of 300 kilometers an hour, I'd like to be able to set it to 100 kilometers an hour. Why, I hear you ask? Because is my answer. Okay? So, you know, take a break after this update. Looks like it's done a pretty good job. And then get right on that, if you don't mind. No, the reason for doing so is it would be kind of cool to be able to set a very slow scenic section of track without having to kind of ruin the track in order to make that happen. So, you know, have it do a very slow run through the city, for example, which you could argue was because of noise pollution mandates, that kind of thing. You can come up with whatever reason you like, but it would be a nice feature to have if it's not too much of a pain. Thank you very much. Anyway, what have we got next? Yeah, here it is, the Highland Runner, our British Isles train. Now, if only there was something obvious I could replace this with. If only there was something that I've been saving for the entire playthrough to stick on here. Hey, there it is. Right, now we have either the short high-speed train, which takes 380 passengers, or the not at all short high-speed train that takes 608. Now, when it says high-speed, it's not actually that fast. I think we'll go with the short one. Yeah, I think we'll go with the short one. Bear with me, because I think we'll add another one on there if there aren't a lot on the network. Replace now. 171 million quid. Worth it. We've got 4 on there. I'm sure that'll look pretty good. Right, follow this train and kill off the track. Put you somewhere subtle. I mean, you can almost sense that. I think I might actually use Berlin for my screenshot. Although look at this approach into London. I don't think I've done this route in a while, you know, and it's fantastic. Oh, I'd clearly had me Weetabix when I put this one together. So we're going to get rid of this this European diesel and these mucky carriages, and we'll sling an HST on there instead, and it's going to look brilliant. In fact, I'm going to get ahead of it, and we shall. This is the age of the train, just outside the centre of London, which is possibly not quite as big as the real thing. There you go. Stick that there. Have you done your replacement? Not yet. You're doing some things with passengers. No, there you go. It has done it. Right, good. Let us pretend that this is going to be a surprise. This is how I set up the start of episodes, you know. Is I kind of go, there it is, it's coming. Right, now, if I talk a bit, then it will turn up at a moment that the viewers at home will find somewhat surprising. But I will, my inner glee will kick off, and I'll say, yes, that's how you do it. Anyway, here we go. That's pretty cool. In fact, that is pretty cool. I also like the fact that the default model for this is already pretty worn out. You know, it is pretty scuffed. It's like there was never a new one. And I don't recall ever seeing a new one of these. You know, passing each other on their way to Bristol Temple Meads. There we are. I'm sure we'll be seeing some more of these chaps. Let's just appreciate it again from a slightly different distance. Sorry, it's the fact that I'm British. You kind of have to. You're obliged to kind of go, look at this feat of mediocre engineering. Someone's going to get really upset about that. Right, anyway, moving on. Now, those, of course, head out to Ireland as well. But I think that'll probably be more than enough capacity to help that route. And because it should be relatively quick, should make some pretty good money. Back to Berlin. I was going to stick another flirt out. Let's see if our Snowpiercer has moved. It has. That's good. Pretty sure this will take me, get me onto the line that I want. Where are we? Stat flirt. There you are. I want one. Thank you. Don't wrap it. I'll write it home. Send it to the European main line, which begins with an E. There we are. Go. Right, smashing. That'll... You make your bizarre elephant horn sound. Right, now that'll get itself going when it feels like it, when it can find a space. Next up, actually I'm not sure if we haven't done them all now. Is there anything else that comes in and out of here? There's 4 platforms. We've done and 4 routes effectively. There will be additional routes, of course. So there's our Nordic train. Then we've got the Flirt. Then we have the double dual stocks, and then we have the HST. No, the HST comes in on there as well. So what happens here? What's that for? Let's have a look at the lines here. Southern Europe, European Mainline, Highland Runner, Snowpiercer. I've done them all. We're done here. This is the kind of shot that I was thinking of if I had an HST in the shot, which I don't, which is very disappointing. They better not be all bunched up. That would be rubbish. Also, I think I might need to do some monkeying around with the signalling in that area, but that can hang on for the moment. Yes, so the HST approach I think needs a bit of a signalling rethink. Here it comes now. Look. There we go. Now, if I sink us down here, get my cursor out of the way so we're not highlighting something strangely. Try and get the electrification looking good. This could be the shot. Hold on a moment. Right, now, I just look at the scale difference here. I mean, obviously this is a double-decker, but, you know, tiny little train. I'm going to assume that the scale is right. And what it basically says to me is that British people are smaller than our European friends. I'm quite liking this. In fact, you know, as far as staged screenshots go, I think we might be onto it. Oh, hold everything. What does that look like? Can we get that? I can't quite get the camera where I want it. But that's still pretty good. Right, let's let it roll and see what sort of shot we get. Nah, rubbish. I think we might have got one there. Welcome to Colonel Failure's screenshot hour. Anyway, we've got all kinds of business going on here. Right, okay, so that's our European passenger trains done. Now, I did say we were going to do some more trains than that. So we're going to whiz across the Atlantic. That's right. Metro liners, your time is very limited. I'm going to replace you with something amazing. Right, here we go. Great North Route. 7 passengers. One wonders why we're running it. 135 kilometers an hour. That's pretty slow. Now, we're also running Alco chaps on the American loops. And we haven't stopped in on them for a bit. Let's stop by, see how it's going. Firstly, it all looks knackered. I mean, what's that? That's the North American Dreamliner. Oh yeah, I mean that's the kind of dream we all had, riding on one of those. Look at that grubby thing. Now it's diesel. We're going to keep the diesel on there, but we do need to get it to auto replace at least. So that's multiple unit. Am I running it? I am running the multiple unit already. And we like the PAPB because it's fast and it's a classic. The speed dance is what we're going to run in place of Metro liners. While keeping Metro liners running in Miami. Although, maybe we don't. I mean, obviously we have to run diesels on here because, you know, I kind of promised that we would only ever run diesels on here. So, you know, I try to be a man of my word wherever possible. Wagons. What were we running? We were running these West Rail jobs, weren't we? And I think they are the most appropriate. Right, okay, what's your capacity? 168. That's what? 8, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. go. Auto replacement on. I'm not even going to tell it to replace now. It'll just figure that out for itself because I think these are all pretty flaming ancient. Got the colour right. Those can just auto replace. In fact, this chap should do it now. Oh, he's having a race with a tram. That in itself would make quite a nice shot. And fresh lick of paint. No? Come on. In your own time. Fresh lick of paint. You haven't taken the colour scheme to heart though, have you? Look, there was a colour scheme. We were using this. Holy moly! No, it's too mucho. We want a little bit. Oh, that's even more. We want something like that. There we go. Vaguely subtle is what we're aiming for. We've spent £500 million this episode so far. I hope you're impressed. Right now, if we get the chance, we need to do the opposite direction as well. How much do you carry? 109. That's not so bad, given that Kansas City was only recently brought up to speed. You look relatively fresh there, chum. Are you already auto-replacing correctly? You are. Well, you carry on. That's all good. Let's go to Miami and let's put these Metro liners out of service. Even though I think actually these Metro liners are possibly the best train for the job, but they're just so you know, workaday. They're very, very ordinary, and they, you know, save my bacon in just about every series. So I am going to replace them. Locomotive. I know what I'm looking for here. I want. Where have you gone? Do we want this GE or do we want the HH? Yeah. We'll go with that. Give it some of this. Yes, one of those. Right, and then multiple units. Oh, it feels wasteful to stick this on here now, you know. But it makes sense. No, it's fine. I haven't got anywhere more appropriate to do it. So we're going to... I mean, there is no way we need this much capacity. I was going to use the bi-level. I think we have to. Alright. What's that? 33. So with 4 of those, that's more than we're ever going to need. Let's add another 2, just so the train doesn't look ridiculous. And turn on. And yellow, you say. Well, that's going to look quite entertaining, isn't it? It's quite an attractive colour. What's going on here in Miami? I built a docks in Miami and I never did anything with it. Ooh, that's tempting for next time around, maybe. But hey, the city's growing nicely. I think maybe if we were to deliver some stuff to the docks, it could we could get an uplift in growth. No, I missed it. All right, gonna have to get the next one. Where are we? Vehicles. Any of you? 39 years. Oh, I see. All right. Well, we're going to have to make use of the replace it now. Yep, 100 million quid worth every penny, probably. Yikes. I can call this how to spend £1 billion in an episode. Right, let's just have a look and make sure it looks good. There we are. Where's the yellow? Honestly, it's like they need a written invitation to sport the official colour scheme of the... I was about to say that's too much, but you know what? I like it. And it makes these lunchboxes look a bit odd, but I like it. It's got 21 passengers on board. Not a waste of money in the slightest. This is by no means overkill. As long as I've got a couple of things that make some money, it's fine. And it is still a bit choppy when you get... actually, it's a bit choppy because I'm doing a follow cam thing, and if I were to stay still, it's a little less choppy. Whoa, why did you just slow down to like nothing? What's going on here? 84. You can do 84 through there. Why did you hammer the brakes on, man? That wasn't called for. Anyway, we can't stick around here all day. We also need to go and put the other Metro liners out of business that are currently servicing Port Nelson. up there in Canada. And I'm sure we'll come across one in a moment. We also need to do the goods trains, but I think we'll get to that next time around, given the amount of shuffling around I want to do on that stuff. Right, here we go. It's currently got 123 capacity, of which we're using 18. Oh, what a great way to spend some money. Right, where's my Speed Dance Express? Capacity 102. Actually, that feels pretty good. Let's paint it orange. There you go. And turn it on. Replace it right now. 106 million quid. Of course, yeah, why not? Oh, no, you shouldn't have closed that. That looked great. Try and catch it up. There you go. So here's our, our executive passenger train almost being outpaced by a diesel hauling a whole lot of foodstuffs. And you know what else? I think these new logos on the side of the boxcars are new, I don't think it did that before. Oh, is that the stop? Oh, that's like a real train set. Okay. Cool. Now, I want to go find one that's changed up already, so we can go and get a look at it. Replacement. Vehicles. Anyone? No, none of them. None of them have yet changed. That's a disappointment. We might as well stick with the one we were watching before and follow it into Toronto. Where have you gone? There we go. This very slow moving passenger number. Let's give it another crack at actually getting it the right colour. There we go. I realise we just changed its livery up immediately before it was getting replaced, but what the hey? We're running up quite the shopping bill. Let's go from an angle. Actually, no, I've got a better idea. Let's do this. Might not be watching the train, but this is a route I don't recall having driven before, so, that's fun, right? Chosen the right time to do that. I reckon that might have been the autosave kicking in or some such, but who knows? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Oh, elegant. Nice. I like it. Now, I was originally going to use the Speed Dance for a very, very long route. And I might still do so. Basically running Port Nelson to Miami. I probably will still do so, but not today. That will just about wrap it up today. I figure that we're doing some kind of presto changeo thing while I'm here in the camera. There we go. There it is. Fresh engines from sea to shining sea. That's pretty good stuff. Let's finish off where we began and make sure we've still got food being delivered. You there. There we are. Still got food being delivered. Have we got food waiting to be picked up? Not so much as you know it, but yeah, we do. We have goods being picked up. A little bit more oil being delivered would be nice. And I have spotted the Scandinavian fuel connection that we could be bringing to bear. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Given the improved performance, I think there's life in this old dog yet, as much as I thought we might be approaching the end of the road for performance. Look at this, it's smooth as you like. I admit only one train's moving because everybody else is waiting at the crossing, but it is smooth as you like. Anyway, chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if that's a thing you haven't done yet. I mean, why haven't you done that? I mean, come on, I've asked you often enough. Get it done. It's no skin off your nose. And I'll be back very soon with a little more of the same. Next time around, we will look at goods once again, try and get those up to speed, or replaced, modernised, effective. One of those things, maybe more than one of those things. And then we will move on to expanding to one of the few cities we haven't yet touched. There you go. You're not going to want to miss that. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio!